Hello again from Spot DL, and I would like to start with thank yous to ELC, meaning Euro Central Asian Lesbian Community, and European Commission for helping us making this happen, the series of capturing the lesbian stories in some way all over the world, but specifically Baltics, Latvia and so on, because who's going to capture the stories if not us? And today I have a very talented, creative, inspiring, amazing guest, and I will not take the honors of introducing them, but I will ask you to introduce yourself however you want, however you feel like today. Who are you?
Yes, so hi, my name is Madara. I usually go by my nickname Maja, which actually started from my ballroom people, and I am a part of Latvian ballroom scene. That's actually a very big part of my life already. And in daily life, I am a contemporary dance teacher with a background in nursing.
Nursing.
So, yes, I think it's a very nice fact to just throw out there because why not? And I love that part of my life, actually taking care of people and learning something that not majority of people learn and know. So that was also something I liked. But yeah, and we're actually in the space that I work in. And
literally
it's called Space, this dance studio, which is my home. And I am here more than I am in my home. So these people that I work with are very close. And yeah, I love this space, especially specifically this room, which is called Moon. It's like a little, my corner in this studio.
So it's also your environment, so to say.
Yes, very much.
And as you're part of this series of stories that are captured, you're also part of the lesbian community. I've heard the rumors.
One could say so.
One could say so.
One could say so, yeah.
And also taking into consideration that we're having this conversation and maybe somebody is listening, hopefully somebody is listening to this.
Yes.
And watching this, that's also a visible part of your life, of your everyday life, so to say.
Recently, actually. Meaning for me, visible, yes, but on the outside, because I am not looking as a stereotypical lesbian,
yes.
I wouldn't say on outside it is that visible, but only recently, meaning maybe 2 years ago or even a year ago. I only then started being more active in my social media, in my day-to-day life, about my sexuality, about queer activism, and just talking louder about it and taking up more space with
that part of your
that part of myself. Because when you look at me, you wouldn't think, you would assume, I'm probably straight. Most people. Like, I don't know, probably. Yes.
But coming back to your professional life, so to say, because I got hooked on that part when you're like, yes, I'm a dance teacher, I'm a part of the ballroom scene here in Latvia and so on, with a background in nursing. How did that happen? Because that's quite a switch from nursing, medicine, even though you've mentioned some words like taking care of others and so on. But how was dance a part of your life since the beginning of time, or was it medicine, or none, maybe, of those things?
Both. Now that I think, actually, now that you're asking me this question, I think it's both. I did ballroom dance, which like a waltz, cha-cha-cha,
like in Latvian we call it sports dancing.
Sports dancing. I did that for like 5 or 6 years as a kid, as a child, like since 4 years old or something. And I had a lot of injuries as a child, so I was in hospitals a lot. Not serious injuries, but like, you know, sprained ankle, I played professional, like volleyball as well. So my fingers were sprained a lot. I don't know if you.
Yeah, it's not broken. But
yeah, it's sprained.
Like dislocated.
Yeah, dislocated. Yeah. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. So I was also in hospitals a lot, and I wasn't really scared. I was just curious, like, what is this? What is that? No. And I think, I don't know. It's kind of. Okay, I started dancing when I was 15, and then it took over my life. But for some reason, because of my family, at first they didn't really see me as a dance teacher or as a choreographer or a performer, anything with dance. They were like, it's a hobby, but find something
it's
stable.
Not the real job.
Yeah.
It's not the real job.
They were like, find a real job. And my father actually said these words to me. Like, find something normal, I think he said. And I was like, okay. I didn't think about it a lot because I was dancing only for a year then. And so in high school, I was very interested in medicine and biology and everything. And I was like, yeah, let's go that path. And because I didn't get into medicine, which was actually the best thing that happened to me, at that time I thought it was the worst. I went to nursing, and I was on top of my class. Like I had lovely grades, I had like stipendia, I don't know how you call that. Scholarship and everything. But I was still dancing. I was still teaching a bit already. And it kind of took over. Because there's a lot of pain in this hospital environment, which eats you up alive. And I was like, that's not what I want right now. And I was also in my healing journey, and I was like, this is not combining at all. So I decided to go this movement, lifestyle. The best choice I've ever taken, I think. Yes.
What was the thing that touched you in a way that made you feel or think or take the decision that you want to dedicate yourself to dance? If there was something like that.
It was kind of brewing, but my first that's also a lie. Like one of my jobs that I did right after high school was nurse's assistant in a hospital. So I worked in a children's hospital in the neurosurgical department with children. So that alone, I was only 19. Like that struck me hard, and I was there for a year. But I had built up this wall while working there, so I didn't really understand what's going on. I was there just to do my job. And when I started my third year, I had these rotations in palliative care.
Oof.
And that was the breaking point. And that was very intense. I remember crying after. I remember thinking about, what am I doing with my life? Because there weren't only old people, there were also young people, young adults, 30, 35, 40. And I was taking care of them, and I was like, no, I'm sorry. If I have already something I love and I can do a lot, I am doing that because I want it now. Because I don't know if what's gonna happen. And that's actually a very nice reality check as a young person. That's why I, in a way, admire people who still choose the medicine path, because you see so much and you lose a lot of yourself as well, unfortunately. It depends on the person as well. But for me, I knew that if I stay, I'm gonna be a rock, like inside.
Also, in order to protect yourself.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay, so you went into the dancing life path. so to say. And then you've mentioned also the ballroom in 3 words, because maybe somebody is not familiar with what ballroom is. What is ballroom? Shortly. I know it's a challenge, but still.
It was created as a safe environment for Black trans women, Black gay people, and Hispanic gay people to share their queerness, to share how they are, and to have a place where they can live the fantasy of how it would be if they would be seen in the real
utopia.
Oh, yeah, utopia, exactly. And ballroom was created between 1960s until 1980s. From 1960s, it was more of ballroom in a way without voguing. And then there was voguing after that.
Okay, we're connecting, so there's your life path and we're connecting other things that kind of come into one. How did, because you said this sports dancing as we call in Latvian, then what kind of dancing was it after?
Well, then it was a lot of sports.
Sports dancing or sports?
Just sports in general. And then I started with contemporary at 15.
How did ballroom came, which is super queer, like from the very grassroots? How did that happen?
So
in Latvia also.
With
where is US and where is us?
At that point in Baltics, there wasn't really a ballroom scene yet. I think when I started, or I think in Lithuania. Lithuania was, I think, the first one. And I started with nogging, which was just a lovely dance teacher, but she also didn't know what she was doing. Just taught us the elements of Vogue Femme, and then anything that came, like there's arms control, there's runway. She just put everything together. That's called nogging. That's you don't mix the voguing styles.
Okay.
For those who don't know, and with that. There was also, like, a few months later, after I started learning these moves, there was a little ball in Lithuania. So we went there, and there was Ivo.
So with you, did you do it with your friends?
Yeah, just with my dance friends and another teacher. So we went to the ball to Lithuania, and then I actually saw what it is. And back in the days, Ivo, which is the founder of Latvian ballroom scene,
Ivo Krieviņš,
my very dear friend. I knew he was teaching Vogue, voguing styles, all of them. I think at that point, and I was curious about, okay, what is he gonna do? How is he gonna be in the? It was amazing. Like, okay, now looking back at the videos, it's funny a bit, of course, and also about my first performance, but I was very inspired. So when we went back to Latvia, after a few months, I decided to join his team, and then it started like that. Yeah.
Again, I'm asking, like, what was the crucial moment, the crucial feeling of you deciding that, yes, it's part of me, it's something that I want to be a part of as well, if there was anything.
Okay.
Because I do believe I mean, as much as you want to share, of course, because there are these moments when, you know, we take a decision where it's like, yes, and there's always something where we say, you know what, I'm going with it. Was it like that with you, or was it like gradual, natural?
It was like, I wanted this. Like, why I started laughing a bit, because I knew I wanted to do Vogue. I didn't know what it was, and I didn't really. No, I knew that was queer. No, never mind. I wanted to do that because of that one ball. I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. I also want to do that, and I want to feel safe because the environment was very safe, and you could feel it, of course. Although it was very small, the ball. And also there was a girl that I liked in the team, so.
Okay, Love.
That's why as well.
Perfect timing, because you're still working very much with Vogue and ballroom scene in Latvia, but you're still also in the contemporary dance. Don't do nursing anymore.
No.
Okay, then I would like to add another timeline to that, or lifeline, so to say, which I think you brought yourself, which is the lesbian identity, because we checked upon your history professionally, so to say. But also through this project we're exploring the lesbian stories, which also includes non-binary people, trans women, bisexual people, and so on. So, how come lesbianism is also a part of your identity?
I had a boyfriend.
No judgment.
No judgment, thank you. I had a boyfriend when I was 16, and we weren't together for long. And although it was a very fun, nice relationship, there wasn't really anything bad. It was actually very nice. I knew that something was wrong almost from the beginning.
Wrong as in?
The feeling that, oh, I don't really want to meet, I don't really want to do anything when it comes to intimacy as well. And I thought that, I don't know. I don't think I...
Googling, am I gay? Test.
Like, almost. Because I went to YouTube and I didn't search anything, but I don't know how my phone knew, but there was this video. I was scrolling, I was like very into beauty gurus and stuff like that. So I was scrolling my phone to see what I can watch, and there was this how I found out I'm a bisexual, and I was like, I didn't even watch the video. I was like,
well.
Okay. And why I started thinking about it, because at the time that I had the boyfriend, there were also 2 camps happening in the studios dancing in. And I had this girl, my close friend, not close friend, but like a friend who I was just very close with, and I wanted to do everything with that friend. Okay?
Just a friend.
Just a friend.
They're roommates.
Yeah. And then when I saw the title of the video, I instantly thought of, I like her. I like her. And it was surprising to me that it wasn't a big deal to me. I was like, I like her.
Great.
Great. And then I was like, okay, now what? Now what do I do with this information? Because I wanted to first to see what that means to me, how I feel about it, and then I can share to others. And then I almost immediately was like, I'm okay with it. Let's see how can I deal with my relationships now in my life. So the first person I told about my queerness, I thought I was bisexual, okay, about my queerness is the boyfriend. And that's how I broke up with him. Unfortunately, but I knew that I cannot move on with this relationship because first of all, I didn't feel it. And then second, I wanted to explore my sexuality. And after that, I smashed my head and fell for this girl who, I think she's straight. She's straight, okay. And that's why I joined the Vogue. No, not that's why I joined, but she was a very big invitation to the team,
because
to the
of
Vogue
the
team.
heartbreak, or not heartbreak? Because I don't know whether there was a heartbreak. Or
well,
because
there
of
was, but she didn't know yet. She didn't. I didn't really, like, we were kind of friends at that time.
Or because she was a part of it.
Yeah, because she was a
okay.
part of the team.
Okay, gotcha.
And that was, of course, more inviting. You're seeing the person all the time. You're training with them. Oh my God.
Spending some time together.
And she was also very good. So that was a very good inspiration. But of course, I went to the team because I wanted to Vogue, and I wanted to be in the ballroom scene. And for a year, I think, I was just a huge crush, madly in love and everything. And then of course I did tell her, but we stayed as friends. And then it was the very big heartbreak. And actually after that heartbreak and like the year of liking her, and I don't know, like stuff happening in my mind, in my body, and like I couldn't even look at other people. I wouldn't as well, because I was like, no, I like her, that's it. Even though I knew that we wouldn't be together, I was like, I need to process this. I will like her, and then I will wait for it to fade away before I continue to the next person. I don't want a band-aid. That was my thought process right there. And in that year, I realized that I don't like the opposite gender. Like, I don't like men. So that's
suddenly the lesbian flag coming out, like, wow.
Yeah, and I think it was shortly after that the heartbreak that I realized, yeah, no, that's it, girls.
How do you feel being a part of the community? Is it like, because you've mentioned that you have started to be more open about this part of your identity just recently. Does it come to you naturally, so to say, to be like, just by the way, yeah, I'm queer, or I'm a lesbian, or this, or has it been a tougher journey, whatever that means?
Like, to answer to the first question, I love being part of the community. I think this is very beautiful. The fact that I can feel this way towards women, I think it's very beautiful.
Obviously.
Yeah,
I mean.
Okay, and I think I'm very lucky.
I like the lesbians, like women. Oh. I need to breathe.
I think I'm very lucky. Okay, I think I'm very lucky. And it has been rough only because of the kind of profession that I chose to be in, which is teacher figure, like as a teacher. Because of the thought that, oh, what if parents start asking questions, something, nothing has happened like that ever.
So from kind of, because you could potentially be interested, or because like the first word that came to my mind is that for some reason people see you as predatory, you know, because potentially something would happen, or is there anything else that you sense that
not really predatory, but meaning like what could I teach to the children, like what is this now? I'm like, dance.
Lesbianism.
Like how to clean the floor with your body, I teach that. But no, meaning like also I teach adults. It like these things have never happened to me before. Now I teach kids, but as I say, like now I understand that people don't care.
No, my question comes from like, what would be their problem? Yes, you're a lesbian.
So? I could maybe like teach something like about the queer world, and that it could influence the child.
Very scary. Very
so scary because it's such that I think. Okay. But it was, and I also didn't know how to approach it in the professional environment. Because, for example, in the hospital, I didn't talk about it. I was scared because nurses can be very mean, and I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it at that moment. Now I feel very casual, very good with talking about it and coming out of the closet again and again. But it was a bit rough journey with it. I also had a person in my life who was very scared, very like, oh my god, like from the community that, no, I'm not sharing anything anywhere. And that also, how do you say, impacted me, maybe. Yeah, impacted me to be like a bit also scared and, oh, maybe I won't be loud. But now I'm completely other way. I am very loud, and I hope everybody knows.
You hope everybody
I
knows.
hope everybody knows. And also in my teams, I try to be, I'm not saying, hey, my name is Maja, I'm your dance teacher, lesbian teacher, whatever. But I do talk about inclusivity and then like, hey, let's respect the pronouns and the community and everything. And I think with time they do understand maybe I could be part of the community. They don't care, they care about what I teach. But it's very nice to be in a respectful environment. And until now, everybody's been very respectful and nice as a student towards the community.
Nice. How also this project came to life when we had a meeting with people from ELC. They're amazing, by the way. They're amazing. I highly recommend to learn about them. And they were like, yeah, but you know, we're talking specifically about the lesbian community. I was like, wait. Because also in Active Rainbow, we focus a lot on the inclusion and the needs of the whole community. And for some reason, with all my long career as a lesbian, it's somehow, but I think it also comes from internalized misogyny that for me as a woman, it's like you need to care about everybody, and not, you know, your kind of people or yourself and so on. And for me, it opened this Pandora box of, but we don't really make lesbian events, or we don't really focus on lesbian identities in regards to the books, the stories that are being written, like also in Latvia, mostly these are about gay men. And we love gay men, please understand this in the right way. But at the same time, for some reason, they're not there. And therefore my next question is... oh good, bye! We had a little technical break, and the question that we opened is whether there were enough of... Did you see yourself in other people with all of your identities and intersections that you have, which is somebody who dances, somebody who does sports, somebody who has a nursing background and so on, but also a lesbian or a bisexual woman? Did you have any examples? Because I want to touch upon the topic, because this is what the whole project is about. Is there this representation? Do we need more of that? But we start with, did you see yourself in other people? Did you see a reference?
No. A quick answer is no. And I think the first time I saw the representation was when I searched in YouTube, girls kissing. I did that.
Okay.
I did that. And then there was one of my favorite, I think it's like short series. It's called Hunting of the Hill House. It's very good. It's horror. But it's very nice. And there's these two characters that are on-off. These two women like on-off going something. Oh my god, it's very confusing.
A situationship.
A situationship, yeah. But like, anyways, when you see it, you... and that was like the first... that was the first one. And I was like, what? I was like 17. And before that, I hadn't really noticed, maybe. Or... and maybe I think because I didn't have the representation, I didn't know that, oh, you could also not like men. There's also this chance. And also, of course, the fear of being different from everybody else that was around at that time. Although now I'm learning that a lot of people were queer when I was growing up. Yeah. Especially in the camps I was going
the
to.
dancers?
No. It was just like
Just a summer camp?
Just a summer camp. Yeah. Okay. A lot of people were very, very gay. Yeah. And yes, and no, I didn't have. And I also think that now, even as a dance, okay, ballroom, that's a different thing.
Because it's very queer.
Very queer, and thankfully it still is. Like in contemporary, I don't know, I haven't come across maybe another lesbian that teaches. In Latvia, for sure, no. I think probably there is, I just haven't met.
And also we will not expose them.
No, definitely no. But like in other countries that I've been to, I haven't met, well, I haven't searched that much. That's also true. And I want to find like queer people or queer or more queer groups because, or like queer teachers, because those environments are very nice.
Let's go back to lesbians.
Yes, lesbian. Yes, thank you. It would be nice to have, like, I would love to learn from another lesbian. Oh my God, that would be so cool. Oh, because for me, I see that in my groups, a lot of people, not a lot, but like a nice group of people are queer, and they can sometimes be very visibly queer, and I love that. I was like, yes, please, give me all the queers, and especially lesbians, because it's also in dance, it can be very difficult. Because you change in the same rooms and everything, and you know, if you're very, very young and out, then I haven't had these situations. I'm lucky enough, but yeah. But no, I haven't had the representation that I needed.
Because my next question is actually about that. Do you think that is needed, that there are, because of course we go for inclusive terminology and so on, and queer. I also quite often call myself queer, not lesbian, in different contexts and so on. But do you think it's something that is needed? I mean, I guess I know the answer, but...
Lesbian representation, definitely, definitely. Because now I want to see also more lesbians. Like, I love all the queers, I love all the sexualities and all the representations, but I want to see more of that. And it's nice when you, for example, if you know the person and you see, for example, them engaging in lesbian specific some kind of event or something. You know what I mean? That it's nice, and I would love to have more lesbians around. I have a lot of gays, just queers, like bisexuals or just allies. But I want more lesbians around me. I think it would be nice, just because. Yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to share to the world, to whomever will be watching this or listening to this? Something from you, with your life story and your lifetime and timeline and everything, but also including this lesbian perspective and so on. A message that you want to, you know, send to somebody who is listening to this or watching this. To a fellow lesbian.
To a fellow lesbian. Like, if a fellow lesbian is listening to this, then I would say, I would invite to listen to their body. Because body speaks first. And for example, I'm saying that from my experiences, as I thought I was a bisexual. And I was really, really focusing on trying to understand if I liked the men or not. And my body was saying all the right things that I needed to know, but I was still like, no, maybe.
It's just in my head.
Yeah.
It's just in my head.
And the body will tell you first, then your mind. I think that would be the most valuable thing that I can say right now.
And for anybody who wants to support lesbians, how can you support a lesbian? Your fellow lesbian, somebody that you know from your friends, and then you're like, maybe you're not a part of the community, maybe you are a part of the community but not a lesbian. Maybe there's a message there as well, how to support fellow lesbians.
That is a very good question. I would say maybe if you're an artist, then, or like, yeah, if you're an artist, then maybe if you really want to support lesbians, involve them. Involve the lesbians, anyhow, anyway, even for an advice, like, or an opinion. Involve them where you can, if you know somebody as a, like, if, for example, my friend is a lesbian and she's great at painting, oh, I need a painting, good, I'm gonna text her and I'm gonna support her, because that's also like supportive. That comes first in my mind, that involve them. Yes.
And my last question before we finish is, do you have a lesbian dream? And if you feel like sharing?
Lesbian dream. I mean, to have a long life lesbian partner, a healthy one, like a healthy relationship, a lifelong, meaning one and long. And then to give to the community back as much as I've taken, not taken, but how much they've given to me. Meaning, of course, I love moving, I love teaching dance and movement, so in that way I would love to spend the rest of my life and to inspire as well other, like especially lesbians, because I think, and maybe like to give this visual that a lesbian is not only a butch person with short hair and buff arms, but it can also look like me. It can also look like you. And to be a reminder that, hey, this is also reality.
I think with that you brought some stories that I've heard from people who are like, even when people are looking for other people, like dating and stuff, that this assumption of like, as you said, that if somebody is looking straight, most probably they will not be approached also. I mean, lesbian dating is a separate
we can have another...
Yes, we will do another podcast or something. But yes, I think it's a lot of these little things that the listener or somebody of you who watches can take with them. But first of all, I guess, don't assume.
Yes, not assume, just ask. It's very nice. And also not assuming, like, don't assume that... I know that there's a lot of stereotypes about femme lesbians. So just throw that out. It's okay.
Or see for yourself.
Or see for yourself, yes.
Or see for yourself.
That's actually the best option.
Right. Thank you so much. And you are doing a very big part in activism by being visible, by becoming a part of Spot DL. We have spotted you, and hopefully many more people will spot you. And please follow Madara on her social media. You can promote yourself.
On Instagram, I'm apakšvitra.
Like dash but down.
Baltina.
We're gonna put it in.
Yes, thank you.
Support your fellow lesbians, support your community, share love, generate love. Thank you for being with us. Thank you, Euro Central Asian Lesbian Community and European Commission, for giving us the possibility to do this and for supporting us financially. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh my god! Lesbians can't move.
I think it